Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. It's Wednesday, April 26th. A gorgeous start to our day. We're going to get into the forecast in a minute because there's changes on the way. I want to remind you can watch us anytime on your Facebook feed after we do it throughout the day. We also make it into a podcast. You can listen by going to inforum.com/podcast and look for the InForum Minute. And we're also on our InForum YouTube channel.
That's right.
So we're everywhere. And we want to talk about the forecast today. We actually just want to talk about yesterday.
I know.
Yesterday was gorgeous. And today, clear skies.
Yeah.
So
it's a start.
Till later.
Yeah. Clouds are already actually rolling in out west. So we're seeing those quickly push in. It's going to get grayer and grayer as the day goes on. And then eventually those clouds are going to drop a little bit of rain. There's actually some snow down in southeastern North Dakota right now. This one little weird patch of snow down south. That's going to move down to the southeast, kind of move into South Dakota. So I'm not worried about it snowing in Fargo or Grand Forks by any means. But we have this line of showers out west that is working its way to the east. So a little bit of rain in store for today. Certainly a cloudier sky than yesterday after getting all that sun yesterday. And then the wind is picking up too. It'll be out of the south 15 to 25, gusting 30 to 35 miles an hour. So lots of wind headed in our direction also. Much different than yesterday. Break in the action overnight, and then another batch of showers starts to move in from the west tomorrow. So we have 2 days here. The opportunity to see a little bit of rain. It's not going to rain all day, either day, or in any one spot. It's not a super soaker, but going to get a little bit of rain. Anywhere from a trace to maybe a quarter inch with each system. So if you get hit with both, you could have up to a half inch.
Okay.
Then a chilly day on Friday, maybe a few wet, slushy, sloppy snowflakes on Saturday. It's going to be kind of a colder one. After that, though, things just get better and better. We've melted away snow. We're seeing water levels recede, and that's going to start to dry up our soils, and then your temperature can warm up. So those are kind of a couple things that have to happen. You have to check those boxes before you can really see the temperature warm up spring into summertime, and I see that finally happening next week. So hopefully some 60s by about the middle to late parts of next week.
Nice.
And next week's May. So
yes,
it's
so
time.
like TikTok.
Let's go.
It is time. So yeah, better weather to come, just kind of crummy here the next couple of days.
And hopefully you're watching First News, then you got to see the picture. But all I can think about, I'm going to keep saying it, you had an awesome picture from DL yesterday.
Yeah, it was beautiful outside in DL yesterday. There was a little bit of open beach, so a little sand, and then a little bit of open water, and the sun was shining, and the sky was blue. It was like, oh, summertime.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, it's on the way.
Yeah.
Soon we'll be sitting, eating Zorba's nachos and pizza and maybe a margarita.
A margarita, yeah.
They're known for them.
Yes.
Yeah, Zorba's time just around the corner.
Just, if I could just snap and go, yeah.
Soon enough. All right. Thank you,
Thanks,
Lydia.
guys.
All right. Well, it is still Severe Weather Awareness Week, and Dylan has been covering this for us as well. Today, Bethany Newquist was covering it. Today, we want you to be aware that there's going to be a tornado drill statewide. It's all part of the Awareness Week. In Fargo, you're going to hear the tornado sirens go off at 11:15 this morning, and they will go for 3 minutes. So a reminder, of course, the sirens are meant just for people who are outside, and especially since severe weather is in the summer. It's important, however, to have multiple ways of getting that information. So today, when you hear that, just a reminder, to have your WDAY Storm Tracker weather app, especially crucial in the summer when we start tracking those thunderstorms. It's free. Just search for it in your device's app store. So, and just a reminder, you can still call us or email us and ask why the sirens are going off, but tell your friends. It's going to happen today at 11:15.
And it's going to be a little gloomier,
Right?
potential some, sprinkles. So it's not going to be nice and sunshiny. So don't have any confusion. Don't want that. All right. What else we got this morning? New this morning, the Wadena County Sheriff's Office is reminding people to be careful when you're burning things. We're getting to that time of year where people start burning garbage, some brush, those types of things. So be careful when you're doing that. There was actually a grass fire that broke out in Wadena County. It happened northwest of Sebeka, Minnesota, just before 12:30 yesterday afternoon. The property owner was able to contain it until fire crews arrived. He told authorities that they were burning a brush pile. They had actually done it a couple days prior, but the snow melted, the wind picked up, it caused it to reignite and then started a larger fire. Thankfully, there were no injuries or major damage, but the sheriff's office is telling people to make sure you're paying attention to where you're burning and what you're burning, and then check the Minnesota DNR website for restrictions before you light any fires.
Right now, Dilworth police are asking for your help in finding a man who they say shot a gun multiple times in a parking lot in that city. It happened in the 200 block of 5th Street Northwest, right around 11 yesterday morning. Police say the man fired at least 8 shots in a condo parking lot. They don't believe he was shooting at anyone or really anything specifically. But of course, if you have any information on who this is, please let police know, because there's a lot of unanswered questions there.
Minneapolis and federal investigators are teaming up to look into a pair of mosque fires to determine if they were intentionally set. Police are stepping up patrols at several mosque sites across the Twin Cities and have posted a picture of a potential suspect on their Facebook page. They say if the fires are found to be arson, the suspect could be charged with hate crimes. Also, there were people inside the buildings at the time, so there is potential for federal charges as well.
A bill legalizing recreational marijuana in Minnesota has passed through the state house and now is heading to the Senate for approval. The bill would allow marijuana possession for adults 21 and older, erase marijuana convictions, and create new regulations for the substance. With the DFL in control of both chambers, the bill's sponsor says he's hopeful they'll get the bill passed. The Senate is expected to vote on Friday, and already Governor Tim Walz has said he will sign it.
Yeah,
I'm losing my voice.
So today might not be perfect to do this, but it is the time of year to dust off the golf clubs because it is golf time. The Meadows in Moorhead will be opening at 11 o'clock this morning. Tee times are on a first come, first served basis. You have to walk in as well. You can't call ahead. Village Green opened its course yesterday at noon. We got some video. It was actually a nice day to golf yesterday.
Yes.
I went to Sweet Shots. It was good to get out there and just enjoy some sunshine. If you're looking to golf in Fargo, those public courses will be opening Friday and then variously throughout next week.
I love it. National headline, a rise in swatting calls is keeping law enforcement across the country on edge. Police say that new technology is actually helping callers get away with it, which is kind of scary. One of the most recent incidents happened at the University of Oklahoma. An active shooter scare sent law enforcement rushing to campus, but it was all a hoax. It's a national headline, but we know what it's like here as well. If you remember, just last month, there was a series of these hoax calls in our area as well, put schools and cities into lockdown. Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown were just a few of the schools that were targeted. So scary stuff. We'll continue tracking that for you. Right now, they're saying one of the pieces of technology that the scammers are using is a voice altering technology. But this is also scary too. Experts are now saying that all these false alarms, they're a little worried it'll prompt people to let their guard down and then something bad could actually happen.
Yeah, scary stuff. All right, we are just one day away from the NFL draft. A lot of buzz going on, and we're going to be covering it plenty here on WDAY. You'll actually be able to watch the entire draft right here on WDAY on our airwaves. Round 1 starts Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Rounds 2 and 3 will be Friday night starting at 6. Our regular newscast will be on WDAY, but we'll start draft coverage at 6:30. Rounds 4 through 7 will start on Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning. And if you're a Bison fan, you're going to make sure you're going to want to tune in because we're going to be covering closely what happens with Cody Mauk, of course, former NDSU offensive lineman. He's a big deal. He's projected to go in the second round, most likely, but there's a chance he could sneak into the first round. We'll just have to see. That would be exciting. We're going to have updates on that, of course, whenever it happens and what goes on there. But WDAY's Dom Izzo and Logan Campbell are headed to Hankinson, the home of Cody Mauk, for a live show on Friday. That'll be a lot of fun. They're going to be talking with some NFL hopefuls and, of course, their family and friends as well. That show is at 6:30 on Friday. But today, you can watch Hot Mic with Dom from 9 to 11 this morning on its regular WDIY Extra program, as well as InForum.com.
And tomorrow morning, tune in to First News because you have a mock Mauk draft that you've been working on. That's a mouthful. I just want to say mock Mauk draft. Yeah,
it's going to be fun. I kind of put together a list of teams where I think if he does go in the first round, these are the teams that would be willing to take him and what most likely is going to happen with him going in the second round. So tune in for that. We'll see if I'm correct.
Fun. Okay, yeah, you're putting yourself on the line there.
In the spotlight.
All right, we got to tell you this. This is exciting. On May 3rd, so coming up next week, we're honoring World Press Freedom Day here at WDAY and InForum.com. You can get free access to all of our news that day. But along with that day, we also have a great deal. We're always talking about the great deals we have. But get this. You can get 6 months of unlimited local news access for just $2. Visit inforum.news/deal to subscribe. This is only good until May 5th, so there is a deadline on this, but a great deal as we're honoring World Press Freedom Day coming up.
Yeah, take advantage of that, folks. Also, we have you covered on air, of course, for the rest of the day. Our next newscast is at 11, then this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And then we'll be back for First News tomorrow morning from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.